again, thank you for tuning in for another edition of Roller Pigeon Evolution. My name is Smitty, I'm your host, and my cameraman and co-host is Danny Castillo.
What up?
So, I've had a lot of comments and a lot of questions and people asking about white bars, or white checks, and Opal, the gene that actually creates white check and white bar. So, people have wanted them, and I haven't really had them, I've just had white bars. So what I've done is focused on creating and making white checks. So, which is, let me give you a quick shot of what they are. If you look at that, these are two young white checks. They carry the Opal gene, and that's what makes them look almost like a negative of blue check. Here's another one. Different configuration, but same family of bird, beautiful body, nice stance on him. Here's another one, it's a white check cockbird. And this is his father right next to him. He's feeding babies, that's why he's looking kind of shabby. If we come down here, here's another example of beautiful, beautiful white checker. Right here, another example. Over here, it's got a little, if you notice in the bars of this one, it's kind of pinkish or kind of a beige color. That is a flaw. If you look over here, come back to this bird, if you notice, there's none of that dirty little tinge in the white. So this is something I try to breed away from. Here's another one, again, much cleaner example. Come on, come down there. Much cleaner example of what I'm looking for. If you look at this bird's head though, if you look at the head on this bird, now look at the head on this bird. Big difference. This is what I'm breeding for. I'm breeding for that type of body style, that type of type, that type of head. But again, this is a Gen 2, Gen 3 bird. This right here is exactly what I'm breeding for. So it's got the color, it's got the roll, but it does not have the body type. It does not have a lot of the characteristics that I look for. If you look down here, here's some other examples of a really nice white check. Got a little dirt in the bars there, but again, with breeding can be cleaned up. Here's one that came out kind of in between. Don't know what it's gonna look like when it molts out. Now, this is something that I produced out of a pair of white checks. A beautiful bird. I have no clue what that is, but it's a beautiful bird. I decided to keep it. But it's Opal. It carries Opal. Dominant Opal. And they produce it in 90% of the birds that I get out of them come up with the Opal gene. Now, just because you put two white checkers together, that doesn't mean you're going to get white bars or white checks. Perfect example, these two youngsters right here. Beautiful, beautiful birds. Let me show you the father. Here's their father. And here's their mother. So how did they produce that? Because these birds carry dominant Opal, but they do have check behind them, and they produce checks and bars on a regular basis. The majority of mine, I've got it to the point where they come out white bar and white check. But, you know, a lot of people have asked where I wanted to see white checks, so now just kind of an update and let you know this is what I've been able to do by focusing on that particular trait.
Have you flown these birds yet?
Yes, I have flown some of them, and the roll has been really, really good. It's been consistent. Luckily, I haven't had any of them crash, but there are deeper birds. They're not tend to be short. They tend to be very, very nice rolling birds. But just so you know, just because you put two white bars together doesn't mean you're gonna get white bars.
Very nice birds, man.
Yeah, and this is just a quick update to let you guys know what my progress was. And now that I've got the white checks where I want them, now I go back to focusing on the white bars and get them where I want them. Hey, just wanted to say thank you for tuning in once again to another edition of Roller Pigeon Evolution. Please hit the like button, subscribe, and ask questions. Have a great day.
Don't care where your friends are. If the coast was clear, you take your mind.